All right, welcome back to another episode of Alaska Stock Talk. Again, today we're going to be talking about Ocugen. And again, I want to start with a little disclaimer here. I am invested in this stock. Don't take anything I say here as advice, whether to buy this stock or sell this stock or anything like that. This isn't financial advice. This is just me sharing some information that I've found out about this company, and I like sharing it with other people. So if you haven't watched the previous video, this one might not make as much sense, so I'll throw up a little card. I think a little thing pops up in the corner there where you can click on the link to the previous video, or if I can remember, I'll put it down in the description of this video, so go ahead and do that if you haven't seen that one. Alright, let's get into it. On that last video, I talked about this article and who these people are and what kind of things can be going on for Ocugen, and one of those things was Pharma City, so I went and looked more into that to see what the updates are on that, because this was back in May, and now we're in January of 2024. So it is actually, as we speak, right, this is videos up to today. As we speak over there, this is pretty controversial. What's going on? It's big news. There were talks of them canceling the project and things, but that's not true. There are lots of videos going on explaining that they're not changing the project here and what is involved with it. So I wish I could, or I wish some of these were in English so I could actually see what they're saying or hear what they're saying. But they're not, but just so you know, there's a lot of developments happening right now with it, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. So this is the Telangana Life Sciences. This is a little mock-up of the Pharma City that they want to build, right? Pharma City is the world's largest integrated cluster in Hyderabad for pharmaceutical industries with thrust on R&D and manufacturing. The cluster has been recognized as National Investment in Manufacturing Zone NIMS by Government of India, given its national and international importance. Developed at international standards, Hyderabad Pharma City will harness the true value of symbiotic coexistence across pharmaceutical value chain. Okay, and it kind of just talks about a little bit about it if you want to go there. So it was approved as NIMS by Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and the Government of India. So you might be thinking, how do I know that Ocugen is going to be a part of this? Because if you remember, this guy here, KT Ramarao, he is the former he's the former lead of the commerce, or minister of commerce and industry, and now one of the other fellows here, one of these two fellows is the new one, right? And they are the two officers from the Telangana Life Sciences themselves, right? So they were a part of this deal with Ocugen, Shankar and Aaron, right? Telangana Life Sciences. They're the ones with the master plan for Hyderabad Pharma City, and they are the ones that are part of this deal with Ocugen. So this, all of this includes us at some point, right? Maybe not right away, but at some point Ocugen will be tied in with this, I believe, right? That's what it looks like here. So yeah, there's the master plan here. There's going to be all this infrastructure, competitive advantage. Remember, I talked about in the article, Port Lorry says there were these incentives, right? Unwavering support and various incentives. And I mentioned in that last video that I was wondering what were these incentives, I wonder, to get Ocugen on board here. Um, so here's our main man, right? Here in the middle. Here are the incentives that the Telangana Life Sciences are offering to companies to join them in this place, right? Pharma City or the Pharma Villages, whatever they end up making. 50 to 75 reimbursement of state goods, tax period of 7 years for commercial production, 100% reimbursement on stamp and transfer duty, all these things, right? Mega investors, preferential status. So these are a lot of the incentives that they'll be getting for joining the Telangana Life Sciences and being part of the pharma city here, which is a big R&D thing, right? Which is what Ocugen is part of. Okay, so another kind of exciting news that I found digging is that this Ocugen India, right? Ocugen India, that's in Hyderabad, is happening sooner than I thought, even. Because here I found on Biotechnica, there I found 2 posts for jobs that are available for Ocugen in India, right? Job location, India office, Hyderabad. And they're looking for a quality assurance manager, senior quality assurance specialist at Ocugen in India office. They're already hiring um, for positions there, right? That's pretty huge. That's a lot faster than I expected. Um, yeah, you could come here and you could check out the different things that that person will be doing. They are also looking for a clinical trial associate at Ocugen in the India office. Okay, these are just 2 that I found. I haven't done a whole lot more digging on any other websites or something looking for more jobs like this. These are just 2 that I found here. So that's pretty big news too. There's already things happening in India at the Ocugen location, or at Ocugen in the India location. So that's pretty huge. All right, the next part of this video, we're going to talk about some more about our man, Mr. Alluri here. If you didn't watch the last video, he's part of the Hyderabad Angels. He's also our new director for Ocugen India. And this gentleman is actually a lot bigger deal than I thought he was in this. He's a major player for Bharat Biotech and Cancino. This guy has been around for a long time, and with the help of our buddy Ghost, he showed me a lot of the things that I'm about to show you in this next part here to help connect some dots with all this going on. So check this out. So Mr. Alluri, he's our new director for Ocugen India, and now we're going to learn some other things that you may not know about him. Um, so in so this article is from 2008, right? And it's talking about Morgan Stanley Private Equity announces a presence in India, and they hired Alluri, right? Mr. Rao, previously director of private equity of the ICICI Venture. Ghost has been posting about this as a managing director to run its private equity investments in the country. Okay, so this guy is part of Ocugen, and we already know that he's part of Morgan Stanley Private. And down here, we learned that he led various private equity transactions, particularly in the healthcare sector, including the buyout, right, of all these different companies, including Bharat Biotech, right? And Ghost has been posting that he was a part of Biotech at that time. He had shares in the company. He was the director of the company, and he helped lead to this buyout of Bharat Biotech. And so that's how he is. So he's connected back to Bharat Biotech from years ago, right? Even before 2008, this guy helped biotech become who they are now, which is like the leading biotech in India, right? They've been all over the news, winning all these awards for Covaxin and how they handled uh, COVID during that time. So he helped Bharat Biotech. He's now helping Ocugen. Well, that's not all that he's done, right? It just so happens that Morgan Stanley Asia and Mr. Rao are also a part of CanSino Bio. And Morgan Stanley Asia, which Mr. Rao works for, right? Mr. Alluri Rao, he works for them. They helped CanSino Bio, Ocugen's partners, um, become a stock on the Chinese exchange, this Hong Kong Stock Exchange. So Rao and Morgan Stanley also had deep ties in with CanSino, helping them to get on to the stock exchange. So he has connections with CanSino, Ocugen's partner, and Bharat Biotech, which is also Ocugen's partner. He helped them do these major things. Okay, so what is he going to help Ocugen do? Obviously, he's already done it, right? He's put us right in the center with these two huge pharma companies on our wings, on Ocugen's wings. So, right, they've kind of adopted us as a little stepchild. And now I think he's going to bring us up, right? Just like he did these two companies. At least that's what I'm hoping for, right? He's put us right in between CanSino and Bharat Biotech. Um, and hopefully he's going to do amazing things like he's done for these and for other companies like Ghost has been mentioning too. Um, all right. What else? Um, he's also um, he also works with the Rainbow Children's Hospital in India, excuse me. And if I read this here, based on the above factors, right, they go about talking how amazing he is and stuff. They say we've decided to keep him on as a second term for 5 consecutive years, starting in March 15th, 2024. Um, so yeah, he is the independent director for the Rainbow Children's Hospital, which just so happens to have the pediatric eye specialists in Hyderabad. They The Rainbow Children's Hospital in Hyderabad is known for having the best pediatric ophthalmology specialists in the city, offering specialized care for children with eye conditions. The hospital's pediatric ophthalmology department provides a range of services from routine exams to complex surgeries using the latest technology and advanced techniques to ensure the best possible outcomes. I think it's possible he may help us get some sort of link with this hospital. Maybe they can help us do clinical trials or something like that there. I'm not sure. I might have to do some more digging in there, but there is this connection with Mr. Rao at the Rainbow Children's Hospital, who just so happens to have, the number one pediatric ophthalmology specialist in the city, right? Maybe not, but it's just something to keep in mind there. All right, I believe that's it for now. When I come up with some other things that we learn about Ocugen and more connections here, we'll make another video. All right.